Hello, madam. My name is Abel Mukwa. I'll be taking you through this interview. You're welcome, and thanks so much for creating time for this conversation. Who is Madam Rachel Raila Otundo?
Raila Otundo, I come from Nyaribari constituency.
Okay.
Nyaribari Chache. I am a land economist by profession.
All right.
I do evaluation. I am also a politician.
Okay.
I vied for the seat of MP by election 2013.
2013.
I vied again 2017 for the seat of MP.
Okay.
I also vied for the seat of Speaker the same year, 2017.
Okay.
2022, I was in the race for gubernatorial seats.
Okay.
Unfortunately, towards the end, after rehearsal, my running mate was bought.
Okay.
So I was left stranded.
All right.
But somehow I was assisted to stand for the seat of woman rep.
All right.
And I did. I am still a politician.
Okay.
I am also in the civil society field.
All right.
Because we have a civil society.
Okay.
By the name Kisii Governance Watch.
All right.
I am a secretary in that society.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yes.
That's a good story about you.
Yes.
Now, when did you first notice that you can be a leader and you ventured into politics?
When I was employed, I worked many times in Kisii
Okay.
County, Nairobi, and then Kisii County.
All right.
When I was transferred to Kericho,
Okay.
that is when I realized, because while I was in Kisii, I thought this thing was for men, because we were meant to believe that this thing of elections, political seats, were for men.
Okay.
So when I went to Kericho, I realized there were many women who were getting elected. And these people, and people used to talk about politics openly, even in the offices.
Okay.
And that is when I realized there was something wrong in Kisii. So I said, no, I also take up this mantle and stand, because I was saying, why don't women from Kisii stand? Okay. Then I said, why not me? Which women are these that we are looking for, if not myself?
Sure.
And that is the time I decided to come, to stand and look for it, because I felt the qualifications, and I also liked politics, because I developed interest while I was in Kericho. Now,
I want to take you back slightly in your history and talk about the Member of Parliament seat. In Kisii, it is known to be very tough. How was it as a woman to get into that race?
The seat for MP, so I thought the best seat to look for, that was 2013, was the seat of MP.
Okay.
But you see, I had to start earlier, while I was still working, before I had even resigned.
All right.
So I was working in Kericho then, and the seat that I was interested in was for MP. I was not interested in for the seat of women rep, because then there was no portfolio for women rep. I didn't see what I was going to do for the people, because for me, I believe being a leader is that you add value. There's something special that you are going to do for the people that will change the lives of the people. So I didn't see that. So that's why I was not interested in the seat of women rep. But however, when I stood to look for this seat in the general election, I wanted to be in the general election, my brother also stood.
Your biological brother?
Yes. So both of us could not go for the same seat. So I left for him to go, and me, I kept quiet and waited for another time. Unfortunately, my brother did not complete the race. He left on the way. So that is the time when our by-election came. That is the time I said, let me go there and try. And when I tried, I was not the last. So when I was not the last, so I realized that this phrase people say, that in Kisii you can't be given elections, is only for men, is a lie, because I defeated many men.
Sure.
Including the current MP. The current MP of Nyaribari Chache today. I defeated him during that time.
Okay.
He was behind. So I realized that there were men behind me.
Yeah.
And so this business that women cannot be given seats, no. It's a matter of changing the people. And everything, politics is dynamic. And that is how I got into that. And even now, I believe that women should look for all seats. There are no seats that are special for women. In other regions, women have asked for all these other seats, and they have become except the seat of presidency. Okay. So I don't see why it should not be done in Kisii. And the only way people realize that you need these seats is when you stand and look for them. You must develop interest, look for these seats, convince the people, talk to the people for them to change. Of course, change is resisted, but over time, it comes.
Now, you vied for MP, you vied for gubernatorial seat, you've gone for a women rep seat. Now, let me talk about the gubernatorial seat. What happened? What was the story behind it?
The gubernatorial seat, the problem, when I was vying for I was in a big party.
Okay, which one?
And I was in the party of UDA. We are the ones who started that party. So I was there from Kisii region. And ilipofika wakati wa kuchipanga, that is where there was a problem. During that time, in that party, they wanted somebody who had enough resources, more resources than what I had, to be the flag bearer. That is among those others who were to be in the team of that gubernatorial seat. So at that level, that is when they opted to go for our cabinet secretary now, today, Honorable Machogu.
Okay.
That is when they went for him to the party. So I decided the best thing I could do, I couldn't fight, and I was told to step down. I couldn't step down because I knew if I stepped down, that would be the end of my political career. So what I did, I had to look for another smaller party, and went there to vie from that smaller party. And that is when I had now another bigger problem, because the same MP feared for the competition, because he came from Nyaribari and I also came from Nyaribari. And so what did he do? He looked for a simple way, buy the running mate. And since he had the resources, he had the power, he did it. So he bought the running mate. So from there, I didn't have any other way other than to salvage myself by looking for a way of looking for a seat. So I was assisted to look for the seat of women rep. I knew I will not go anywhere. And I knew if the women put a dispute, I couldn't go through. But I understand many women, they don't put disputes. They only complain kwa mudomo. They don't do anything written. And that is why I managed to reach
the ballot.
To the ballot. But what I was doing on the ground, politics is not church. So I had to have a platform where I had to fight back, number one, and number two, to fight for political relevance. I was not looking for a seat because I knew even if I won that seat, they will go to court and I'll be removed because of timelines.
Sure.
Yes, but I am happy because I am now politically relevant. I can go back, sit for the same seat that I wanted to look for.
Now, you said you were told to step down. Who did exactly tell you that, hey, madam, step down and let Machogu run for the seat, for the gubernatorial seat?
That was in our party. That was in our party. You stepped down. It was the party.
Oh,
the party told me to step down and leave it for Machogu. And I said, no, if I did that, it couldn't work for me.
So, did you have a very powerful running mate that prompted Machogu could not go and look for another one and came for your running mate, or there's something else that they considered?
He didn't come for my running mate to go and be his running mate. He came to buy him out so that he does not support me. You know, without a running mate, you cannot vie for gubernatorial seats. His aim was to kick me out of politics completely. Because next time I come to politics, people will say, this lady was bought.
Wasn't this a dispute that you could have channeled to your party leadership?
But I'd already left the party now where Machogu was. And I'd gone to another smaller party. So there's nothing I could do. I had to look for a better way, and the best I could do is what I did.
Now, currently, are you in touch with the Cabinet Secretary for Education, who was the running mate, who was the gubernatorial candidate at that time?
He's our cabinet secretary. So you must be in touch with the people who are currently in position, because the government in power, because even when I went to the smaller party, I was still supporting the president, who is His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto. So for that reason, we are still in that government. I am still there. In fact, immediately after the elections, I went back to the party of UDA.
So right now you are UDA member? Okay, that's great, madam.